Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with the new Fun Size 2 palette from Sugarpill. I'm so excited. When I saw they were launching a new palette in this series, I got so pumped because I love my first Fun Size palette so much and I'm so pumped for a sequel. And also, just look at him with his boba tea. Oh, it's so cute. I love him so much. In this video, I'm going to be doing swatches. I'm going to create this look, and then at the end of the video, I'm also gonna do swatch comparisons with this one and the first one, just so you can see if anything is too similar for you, or so you can see the differences. I'm so excited about playing with this palette. I also am planning on doing a 2 looks video and an Instagram video, so more looks are coming, and just stay tuned. Before we get into it though, let me just give you my details. My choker, I think, is from Shop Sun & Co. My ring is from Etta Love. This is a Christmas brand wig off Amazon. You can check my FAQ in the description box if you need spelling, and this is a Neff brand beanie. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and start diving into this palette. So here we are, let's dive into this cute little 9 pan. It's so precious. I love it so much. It's adorable. We have 9 beautiful matte shades, some dingy, grungy, swampy colors, which I love, some more kind of unique pastel-y shades, some more deeper, richer shades. I'm really into this combination of colors. I feel like this was a really good sequel to the first palette because the first one was more just like rainbow pastel neons, and this one has kind of unique undertones, so I think it's going to be a really good companion to the first one if you really liked that one. There is so much you can do with this. I already have so many ideas swimming in my little brain. I'm so pumped to continue doing looks. Grind obviously steals the show for me. I love this swampy, dingy green, and I really like this Final Boss shade. This beautiful, rich, inky indigo purpley shade is so cool. I actually really like the peaches too. I didn't wear them today. They just didn't fit in with my look, but I'm really excited about those 2 peachy shades. I think they're very cute. So yeah, that was the palette. Let's dive in and I will show you how I created this look. It's so pretty, if I do say so myself. I'm really into it. I'm excited about it. And then at the end of the video, I will give you my thoughts so far on how things performed, and we'll get into like those swatch comparisons as well with the first palette. Hi, hello. I'm so excited to play with this cute little palette. I don't even know what I want to do. I'm so torn because it's one of those situations where I want every single color on my eyes. I don't know what I'm going to do. Part of me wants to do a 2-tone look so I can do like 2 very specific color stories on each eye, but part of me just wants to throw all the colors together. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to prime and see where I feel in 5 seconds. I think I am just gonna do like one thing. I do plan on doing a 2 looks video anyways, so maybe I'll do a 2-tone look for that, but I feel like for right now, I just wanna play with so many of the colors together. Probably not all 9 on my eye today, but I wanna play with a good majority of them. So I feel like I need to go ahead and start with the obvious choice. Grind is speaking to my soul. So I'm gonna use that on this fluffy brush from Alter Ego, the number 5. And I want this to be mostly swirled through the front part of my eye. Honestly, I'm actually gonna switch to a different brush. This is the Alter Ego number 7. It's more of a tapered blending brush because I think I want this all over the front half of my lid and a little in the crease. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, I love a grungy green like this. It's so pretty. Oh, the shade just makes my heart melt. Okay, so now I want to take, I think I want to take Button Mash. And I want to kind of place that right next to it, but I want Final Boss in the outer part as well. Maybe I'll do Final Boss first. Yeah, I'm going to take Final Boss here, the purple, and I'm going to take that on this Alter Ego number 10 brush. It's more of an angled brush, just so I can really kind of pack this in the outer corner where I want to see it. And I'm going to use another shade to blend out the edges of this, so I'm not going to take it out super far because I want there to be room to blend and extend, if you will. Oh my gosh, these 2 colors together are so cute. Scooby-Doo, Beetlejuice, swampy vibes, I love it. So I actually have another Alter Ego 7 brush, that kind of tapered blending brush. So I'm going to take Button Mash now, this beautiful green. Leans a little bluey, so I think it's going to actually flow into this purple nicely. Because sometimes green and purple don't mesh great next to each other because they're fairly spread apart on the color wheel. But I'm thinking these might mesh together fairly nicely. And I'm just doing kind of the same thing, kind of packing on the lid and lightly blending through the crease. And I just want it to be a nice transition of colors on the lid, from the purple all the way to that grungy swampy green. And I'm just taking very little bits at a time, holding the very end of my brush so that I have light pressure as I'm placing these shadows, so that I can do it very softly and meticulously. And I'll just kind of go back in with a different shade, like I'm taking the purple right now on that brush I used with the purple. And I'll take my brush with Grind, that beautiful swampy green, and again with Button Mash, just kind of going back and forth between all the things until I like the way it's flowing together. My camera battery died, so if things look slightly repositioned, that's why. So now that I'm at this point, I want to start blending out that purple. So I want to take Elixir, that beautiful light blue, and I actually just wiped off that Alter Ego number 5 brush that I was going to use in the beginning. And I'm just gonna use this fluffy brush, and very, very lightly. I'm not trying to go overboard with it. I just wanna add a tinge of this blue up here. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, this almost looks like a watercolor effect on my eyes. I'm really, really vibing with it. I think that is looking so good. I'm seriously so happy with that. So now I do wanna take Critical Hit, and I kinda wanna smoke that on the lower lash line. I think that'll be quite cute. I'm just gonna take that on this Spectrum A12. It's just a pencil brush. And I'm going to tuck it right here, mostly in the outer half of my lower lash line. I'm not going to take it all the way across. Oh yes, that's so cute. I think I want to blend it out with Double Jump. I think that'll flow nice with everything that's going on in the outer corner. So I'm just going to take another little fluffy brush. Just taking this kind of medium-sized fluffy brush. I'm just going to very lightly, again, using very light pressure, very soft motions. Just gonna start swirling this out in the outer corner. I'm obsessed with the way this is all flowing together. I think that's really pretty. I figure let's pack Power Up in the inner corner. If I feel like it, maybe I'll pack a shimmer on top of that to give it some glow, but I don't know, I'm thinking just the yellow inner corner might be kind of cute today. Ooh, it's a very nice yellow, I like it. It reminds me of a duckling. All right, I'm thrilled with this. I think this is gorgeous. I'm gonna repeat it on the other eye, throw on my lashes, eye pencil, and something on my lips, and I will be back to finish up this look. All right, here is the look complete. I am obsessed with it. It's like a grungy rainbow, and I love it. I think it's so cool. I love that shade in my inner corner area, that beautiful dingy green. I would totally just slap that all over my lid and call it a day. That's like the beauty of this palette. I feel like the shades are just, they have such unique undertones. You could just do a one and done eyeshadow look with all of these and it would be so cute. The pencil I paired with this in my eye is the LA Girl Blaze lip pencil. I've been using these lip pencils in my waterline for years. I don't use them on my eyes and lips, just my eyes, and they don't irritate mine. And I thought this color would be perfect for that little colorful outer corner moment. My lashes are Lunar Beauty's Luna lashes. And on my lips, I went with the Cat Bus lip liner from Salon Cosmetics with the Lizzie gloss from Colourpop. I just wanted a nice clear gloss with little sparkles in it. I wanted my eyes to have their moment, and I love this. I'm going to work today, and I'm excited to wear this for the rest of the day. I think it's so cute, and I'm so excited to continue playing with this palette. I have so many ideas. All right, so let's dive into comparing these little cuties, the original Fun Size and the Fun Size 2. I'm just gonna take the Fun Size 2 and go one row at a time, and we will see what is similar. All right, so first off, I paired Power Up from the number 2 next to Continue from the original, and then I went ahead and put Grind from number 2 and Button Mash from number 2 right next to it as well. And then these are both from the original palette, the shade Twitch and the shade Cheat Code. So as you can see, no exact dupes. The two yellows in the two different palettes are very different undertones. The number 2 is more bright and the original is more grungy dingy, and there is not a shade like the darker green and the grungy green either. So there we go. All right, so moving on to the second row and kind of the third row, I took Loading and Player 2 from the number 2 palette, and I paired that with High Score and Game Over from the original palette. Nothing really similar here except for the two shades that are actually in the same palette, the Fun Size 2, but one's darker and one's lighter. And I feel like they look more different in person than I feel like it's showing on camera. But then moving on to the blues, I took Elixir from the number 2 palette, and then I went back to Cheat Code from the original and 8-Bit from the original, and I paired that with Final Boss from number 2. So again, very different. I feel like 8-Bit and Final Boss have a similar vibe with that cool toned periwinkle and indigo kind of thing, but they are very different. So yeah, there's that. Let's move on to those last couple shades. All right, and finally, finishing it off, we have Double Jump and Critical Hit from the number 2 palette, and I paired that with Level Up and Rage Quit from the original palette. Nothing really similar here, completely different undertones. And then I realized I didn't compare Player 1 from the original palette to anything just because I felt like this particular shade of purple had nothing to do with the new palette, but I went ahead and threw it on here anyways with the pinks, and I put Final Boss from the number 2 palette next to it just so you could see. But again, we have very different undertones going on. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Side note, look how cute the stickers that came in my PR package are. These are everything. I love them. All right, hello, welcome back. Did you enjoy my tutorial? Were those swatch comparisons helpful for you? I hope you enjoyed everything. Let me dive into my thoughts so far. Grind, it's so pretty. I feel like I cannot get enough of this shade. It's so good. I really didn't have any issues. I mean, you watched me play with them. Everything seemed to blend out really nicely. If I had to nitpick on something, Final Boss might have been the most tricky to work with. I just felt like I had to blend that one a little bit more than the other shades, but it didn't blend bad. I didn't have patchiness issues or anything. I think I just had to work at it a little bit longer, but I wouldn't really say it performed badly because it still looks good. I just had to work with it a little bit longer. Critical Hit is really pretty. This would be gorgeous all over the lid as well. I mean, all of these shades would just be so pretty, just one wash of color, so cute. I'm really into this so far. Power Up is such a cute little yellow shade in my inner corner. Maybe I would wish that had a little more pigment to it. It's a little extra pastel. What I liked about the first Fun Size palette is it could be pastel, but also built up to be very vibrant and neon. I feel like Power Up isn't really gonna get very vibrant. It's gonna stay more in that pastel range. So maybe I would want that one to be a little more pigmented, but for the most part, I'm really into this palette. I only had very silly nitpicky things to talk about, but for the most part I'm really excited and I can't wait to keep playing with this. I will have my 2 looks video up as soon as I can. I'm gonna be working on it the next few days and I will try my best to get it up for you ASAP. I'm really excited and I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have the first one? Did you pick up this one? Do you want to pick up this one? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me a cat emoji because of this cute little guy? Love him so much. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on all my socials, join the battybean fam. I post every single day on Instagram and I'm fairly active on TikTok and Twitter as well. And you can subscribe to my channel as well. I'm posting most days over here. Thank you so much for watching and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.